Miss Diemer, can you tell me why it is important for your fourth graders to do math workstations?
Yes, it is important for them to do math stations to independently practice the skills that we have taught in large group math.
Okay, and then what is your role while your students are working in these stations?
I'll be pulling small groups to reinforce the skills that we have already been working on.
That's 27. That's 27. Then you times it by 9. And that's 3 times 4.
Will you gentlemen tell me a little bit what you're doing on this game?
We're supposed to roll the dice, and whichever one you have to find something times this number, and you win.
Okay, so you roll the dice, and then if you get a 2, what are you going to multiply it times?
You can multiply it times any number. But
any number you want to find.
Like 2 times 2, and I get 4.
Okay, so you get to put in the other number to figure out. Perfect. Okay, keep playing, and I'll watch you guys for a little bit. And then how do you win the game?
By getting 5 and 3.
Okay, okay.
So we got 11 divided by 5. Okay, so now we have to find the remainder. Okay, so the remainder would be 2 remainder 1. Yeah, 2 remainder 1. Because, yeah, 2 remainder 1. Okay, so your remainder is 1, so you move 1 space.
So what are you working on, boys? Are you working on multiplication or division?
Division. We're working on division. That whatever, this is a deck. Whatever number we get, we have to times it, divided by it by 11, and the remainder is how much spaces you move.
Okay, so I'm gonna watch someone take a turn. Is it your turn?
No,
it's your turn. Okay, so while you're doing it, can you talk out loud so I know what you're doing?
Okay, so I got a 7, so 7 divided by 11, we write that down. 7 divided by 11, and then we have to find the remainder. One will be 1 remainder 4, so 1 remainder 4. Okay, so your remainder is 4, so I move 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And then whoever gets to the end first is the winner?
Yeah.
So you move.
Find this treasure.
Oh, you find the treasure. So you move according to your remainder.
Yes.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing, guys.
Okay, so 3 remainder. 11 lays again for me.
So boys, would you be willing to turn around and tell me just a little bit about what you do on First in Math in the computer?
We're just playing games to earn stickers so we can have the top rank.
And how do you earn your stickers?
By playing games, except they're math games, so I just go to whole numbers, subtraction, and I just have to get them right.
And the more you get right, the more points you get?
The more points you get, Oh, like this game? If you learn about it. Yeah, you have to learn math.
Okay, excellent. Thank you for telling me about that. Ladies, can you tell me just a little bit about the game that you're working on today?
We have to flip over a card and we have to look at a number that we're on and we have to divide it, and if we have a remainder, we need to go spaces.
So you're dividing and then you move according to the remainder? Okay, so whose turn is it?
Mine.
Okay, so when you divide this one, can you talk out loud so I know what you're doing?
So 70 divided by 7 is... Oh, yeah. I can't do that. Wait. Oh, yeah.
So 9 divided by 7. 7 would go in there one time with the remainder of 2, so then you move 2 spaces. All right, thanks for sharing. So boys, it looks like you're working on the same activity that these girls are working on. What are you practicing when you do that?
We're dividing.
You're dividing? And what else do you need to know?
Remainders.
Okay, so how do you find a remainder when you're dividing?
Like, we divide and then we try to
What is the remainder? After you divide, the remainder is the leftover. Yep, and then what does that leftover, that remainder tell you? Oh, on your game, what is it going to tell you?
how many remainders you got, you get a move.
And you're going to move that. Okay, thank you. I'm going to watch for a little bit while you guys keep working on that. Girls, what are you working on this morning?
We're working on divide all fives. It's like we have to roll the dice and then we have to find the multiple. We can do this blue chart.
What is that blue chart?
It's a multiplication chart that says all the multiplications.
So I had a question. How does multiplication help you divide?
You just when you like multiplying 2 and 2, it's 4, and then you just grab the answer, and then you put the right here, and then you know that it's this.
So the answer from your multiplication, oh, so they're related. You can flip-flop them. Good. It's a family fact. You're right. Good job. Okay, I'm going to watch you play your activity for a little bit.
So we're both on the same spot.
Girls, what are you working on this morning?
Remainders.
Remainder. So what do you need to do to get to a remainder? Do you add, subtract, multiply, or divide to get a remainder?
You have to divide. And your remainder. So how much your remainder is, that's how many spots it is.
Okay, so what is the remainder in a division problem? When you have a remainder, what is that?
Leftover.
It's like the leftovers. You're right. Good job.
I didn't include the point. So we have to 9. So we have to do
Girls, what activity are you working on?
We're working on multiplication marathon.
So how do you do multiplication marathon?
Well, first you shuffle up the cards, and then the both players supposed to start right here, and you had to multiply 6 times 2, and so I got it right here, and then you have to keep going.
Okay. So you're going to take that 6 and you're going to multiply it times 2. And 6 times 2 is?
12.
And then how do you know how many spaces you get to move?
You have to count them all the way to 12.
Okay, got ya. So you move that many spaces. Perfect. All right, you keep playing it, and I'm gonna watch for just a little bit.
We should get you one on that has more than one. Why don't I get you another dice so you guys can maybe roll some higher numbers? Okay, let me get that for you.
70.
Here you go. You can roll up to 12.
Okay, thank you. Five.
Where are you guys at?
5.
Okay. So you just take from that
25. 20. Can't see a 20. 15.
Okay, so you guys have to take one first.
10. Wait, 30? 30. 39.
Oh, it's okay if you've already done it because these numbers are all new. And so you need to sing start before that's perfectly okay.
43.